thought about that?
Osmo's food truck?
Yeah.
Nah.
I say we can't go out like that.
Osmo's for me has been there in good times and bad. But I've had those ones where they're just like when a food experience is bad enough, it'll deter you. And I'll still eat it now and then, but I'm like,
What's
it
the
ain't the
line?
same.
Worth.
Yeah, 100%.
That's me with Popeyes and those mini sandwiches with the
Ooh, the
that
Delta
spicy
Minis,
sauce
you
they
know those
got.
ones?
Yeah, so because the spicy sauce it ain't good to me. If it's like an Ozempic treatment, once I get it,
I'm telling you,
I'm
bro, it's
cleansed.
cleaned out.
I like it when I'm always trying to make his chicken extra spicy. I'm
Oh,
always like, yo,
damn. Sorry, I'll get to that. We go get to
little
that.
radiation jar and stuff like, yeah. I want to work on my preservation skills, like for like jar peppers.
Okay.
Yeah, I roasted some peppers and I put them in a jar and it was banging. It was banging. I'm trying to figure
I
out.
always see these videos and they make me feel so adventurous, but it's just like, yo, it feels like it's so out of my league. This man was making, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll butcher it. Gochujang sauce or something like it's like a
Okay,
Korean sweet chili paste kind of sauce.
okay, okay.
And this man is like filling up the jar, putting salt over it to prevent the mold, putting a cheesecloth on, he's
Yeah, once
burping it.
you lose me with the
I'm
cheesecloth.
like,
It's a
God
different
damn,
level.
that's a process and a half, bro. But that shit looks like,
I hope
yo,
it tastes
well
good.
worth
It's
it
like
in
a
the end.
jelly,
Something
like a
like a paste,
spicy.
like a
Oh,
spread
okay.
or like a paste kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like kimchi or what it is, but
Yeah.
cultural misappropriation at its finest. Yes, yes, y'all. Gather round, y'all.
Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Craig went to the presidential debate. I had some events to cater for. We are here.
My mom tripped and fell down an escalator. Sorry, fell up an escalator.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we'll get into it.
What a cliffhanger.
We left everything out here. It's a nice, beautiful day out there in Toronto. We're here to celebrate episode 69. Please insert your memes,
Hey,
your puns, your
yo.
jokes. Treyway
Insert.
of the Hidden Six. Let's go.
Oh man.
Fell up the damn escalator, Zane.
How that's
The
an
damn
art, really.
escalator. I don't know how she pulled it off, but
Is she
essentially,
good?
yeah, she's okay. Apparently, she punctured her kneecap. I've never heard of that.
What? Hold
Yeah.
on. I asked if your mom is good and you're like she's fine,
She's
but
tough as hell,
she
man.
blew her kneecap out. What?
It was a little red until the antibiotics kicked in.
Ooh.
Pretty nasty fall, though.
Okay.
Malfunctioning escalator and just those spikes waiting for you at the top. Just the worst place for you to be falling,
I
man.
don't know. That sounds like a bag.
Sounds like a diamond.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
You seriously have that talk? You never
She is
like,
okay.
yeah, she is
Oh, I
okay.
told her to milk that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
what'd you
like,
do? She's
"What?"
like, I went home. I was tired. I was
You're
like,
like,
bro,
"What?"
I've been rolling.
I would have still been on the escalator crying.
That's it. Everything. I want everything.
Come
But
get me.
thankfully, she's okay. So
Okay, shout out to Craig's mom. Speedy recovery.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I messed up my wrist
You looking?
coincidentally, right? That's not that bad,
I can
right?
see the difference.
It's not that bad. I'll tell everybody it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm at 20% mobility. It's a pain because I was ready to golf. None of that. All I got canceled. No work canceled. X-rays and all that. So I gotta wait for my results. But hey,
Nothing stopping you from rocking this microphone, though. That's it.
mm,
There's one thing Zane was made for, whether he is fully mobile or not, and that is podcasting.
and my good friend here, Craig, is the co-host. And Craig, don't you know it, guys, is on his way to his bachelor party
I
coming
had to
up.
fit this in before I go because these are words that will forever be cemented in history.
I know, right? It's getting so close.
I know. Time is finally
Yeah.
approaching, but
Man, you've been done. You've been you've been a husband. Yeah.
I've been on that shit. I've been on that type of timing.
Yeah, it's just waiting for the moment, right?
I'm
Yeah.
excited because the last time I got to hang out with our group fully together, the Avengers fully assembling, was during COVID, and it's been a minute. So I
Yeah.
got my boy driving down from Ottawa.
So everybody's
Boys
committed.
local, everybody's committed, everybody's
Nice.
rocking with it. So
It's a
it's
beautiful
gonna be
thing,
a
man.
classic night. So I'm
Be
hoping
safe.
it's not gonna be. Yeah, I hope it's not gonna turn into no hangover type shit. I don't want to end up on a roof of the hotel or nothing crazy.
But that's the best part, Craig's like, I'm too old for that.
if I'm the one finding Doug, sure. I don't want to be Doug, bro. I don't want to be Doug. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's going to be a good weekend. It's been action packed and it will continue to be. So it's like, you know, life moves at us very fast. Everybody
Very.
knows that, right? At the same time, you always got to take a little time, smell the flowers. But sometimes it just ain't there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you smelling those flowers going
Like,
100 miles per hour on the freeway and you're
oh,
like,
you're
is that a
allergic?
road?
Squirrel.
But yeah, we got a lot. And as the world turns, I mean, so have the current events nonetheless. So we got a few to go over that are going to be current and ongoing, let's
Yeah,
call it. Some
yeah, yeah.
some things we're following up on since our last chat. We also sit down, grab you a shot.
Yes. Oh, it's tradition. Ta-da. Mm. Ooh.
Hell
I
yeah.
was gonna make a drink with that with peanut butter on peanut punch as well.
Yo, that would be pretty good.
Then I said no. I thought of your drink. I'm like, I did this with Craig. I'm not
The
doing
peanut butter
it.
whiskey.
I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I've had this saved. It's not gonna make it till the next time you come over. I had cookie dough whiskey on deck.
Ooh,
Yeah. You know
with
what?
not as aggressive.
Straight shots are ass. I'm not gonna lie. No, yeah, it tastes like ass. But when you mix it with certain things, ooh,
Yeah,
that thing slaps, bro.
the
It's like
rock out.
that you could be drinking a chocolate chip cookie. You never thought it was possible.
Well, speaking of which, I have to make some. Thanks for telling.
Set the reminder.
Orders.
Set the
I'm a
timer.
busy man, Craig. It's so weird. Like so many things are coming my way, and I just have to what's the line? Don't block your blessings. It's like I get a little bit naive about a lot of my opportunities and just not like, it's okay, it's cool. I don't have to do
I
that.
could pod next time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not right. No, guaranteed. We're always thinking about when's the next time we can squeeze in a recording just due to lifing, man.
It's hard
Um,
too if you're a person that doesn't say no easily for one, or two, does
mm,
not set time aside for yourself properly. I've been in that so many times. I've been in that situation where
yeah.
you just yes to everything. And then, like, before you know it, you look at your calendar. You know it's
And
busy when you
half
actually
the
get a
year's
calendar,
gone.
when you have to use a
This
calendar.
potting would definitely speeds the year up
Oh, yeah.
because
You
that
have like a
in my head it's 2 weeks,
pinpoint,
but then
it's a
it feels like a week. It's
marker.
always like, yo, I swear we just did this.
Mhm.
So it makes, yes, it's a big mark. It's a giant marker. It's a
Big time.
giant marker that's very like it stands out. So you feel and the year flies by and you're gonna think, you know what? I need to do something for myself.
Well, yeah, 70 episodes, which is what we're approaching, is equivalent to almost 100, well, yeah, 140 weeks if we're doing it every 2 weeks.
Look at Craig with the math, yo.
That's a lot. That's a
Craig,
lot.
you know what? You should have been on Joe Biden's team to give them some good advice.
I don't think I could have saved that man.
No,
Who could have saved that man, bro? You could have the dude from Romeo and Juliet who is tell him he's a bitch. Yo, tell him he'll reduce taxes.
you
Ain't
need
fixing it.
no, they need that like what the debate needs is the Game of Thrones setup where they're in the room but they have like the hand.
The House Speaker,
Yeah, and you have the guy
like your
lurking
confidant.
behind a statue that gives you the look like,
Mm.
no, my lord, don't
But
do
he has
right.
all those. I'm telling you, bro, Zane, you rotate that camera 180 degrees. There are like 20 plants in the crowd in front row being like, probably
Red, just
spelling it out, spelling it the fuck
just
out.
holding letters out or
You know,
colors.
right?
Red card means chill out.
Talk about education.
Yeah. Abortion. No, it's upside down.
Telling you, this man's got all the cue cards fucked up. He's got every aspect of this. Just, guys, I got this. And you're like, you don't got this. He's like, yeah, I got this. I got this.
We've had time. That's also what I like with time,
Yeah.
where we can digest these things. Because a lot of times a hot take is cool,
Yeah.
but then seeing everybody's reaction that gives you a more sober second thought.
That man
You,
got cooked.
you would think that okay, it wouldn't happen,
Mm.
but soon as you see it happening, I'm there looking. I'm like, Joe, no,
Don't go down like
don't
this.
do it, Joey. Craig, he does it.
Can we not?
That Chucky doll turd face.
Can we not put it without being Mimi or anything, man? It's just like these last few years, bro.
Oh my
It feels like
goodness.
nothing's off the table. I feel like the face of debating is changing in front of our eyes, first of all.
You think we'll never get back to like where they're saying, "Hey, this
The
is what
real
I
facts
stand
and
for,"
figures,
and
you know?
my percentage has been up, and in 1990 this you signed for this in your small community, and that's what you're bringing to the system.
Facts. I was been in the same church for 50 years.
I'm committed.
My daddy's daddy built the railway. I mean, there's sprinkles of that because I guess that's what debating is, or
Yes.
at least electoral campaigning and shit like that. But
Mhm.
I feel like now it's like WWE has crossed into this somehow. I feel like there's got to be like a
It's very entertaining.
Man's need an intro music, and there's
Yes.
got to be pyrotechnics now for me to even start getting
Yo,
in this.
pyrotechnics at the
That would be pretty
presidential
lit.
debate
I
is
lie.
pretty lit.
That would be pretty
I'm
lit.
not gonna lie. Don't do this to me, Craig, because if this shows up next year, I'll
Telling
be
you.
so mad.
Okay, let's just rewind time just a little bit.
Zoom, zoom,
All
zoom.
right, now intro starts. Right, whole building goes dark. Oh, what's going on? Boom, Stone Cold theme music.
Fuck.
Joe Biden comes out.
He's coming out.
He's at least a little cooler.
Give him the leather jacket in the shades, the cutoff vest, the leather vest with the shades.
Yo, he
I
comes
don't
out
want
at
to see
least
Joe.
5 points up in the polls.
I don't want to see Joe Biden in leather short, leather male booty shorts. Are they resting trunks?
But this also sets up a precedent. Like we've talked about this so many times now, man, where it's like, is Trump going to win? Is Trump have a chance? Look at all that he's done. And it's like, how is this still a thing, man? How
Like
is this still a debate, bro?
how oh the debate of is he gonna win?
How could you talk about like accusations are wild, some proven, some not, but you're talking about mans who are like hiding documents, having his place raided. What president gets his trap raided? What president gets his trap raided? And then you're still eligible. They still look at him and they're like, yeah, we give him another shot, you know?
But
We like to
I
hold
don't
things
think
down over that way.
his side of his team, they're not really fucking rolling with him like that. I don't think they're just barely tolerating him because remember Trump's coming from he's the outsider. He's not a part of the boys club. You know what I mean? But Craig's like, you're a billionaire. Shut up.
Yeah, he's more like, I
Yeah.
bought a tank. What are you gonna do? He's like, yo, well, you could say something. I'm not saying you can't, but like, I also have this tank.
I noticed
You
that
don't.
they tried. There was a lot less time to respond,
Yeah.
which was weird. I would want them to give these people at least 3 minutes to respond to something where they can have like a well thought out.
No.
No, not them.
No. So
Not
you
them
point of
here.
discussion.
Yeah, not
Mhm.
them here, but in general. But so my point is, they shortened the time so much. I cannot confirm whether or not the time is actually shortened
Yeah.
from last debate.
Yeah.
But it seems like the time constraint is so tight, they make sure that Joe doesn't give. You get what I'm saying? Shit the bed.
Just as shit's clicking.
Yeah, justice.
Like, I
It's just when the AC when the heater gets heating up, the heater gets heating. Yeah, after the first
fair.
20 minutes of heating the car up,
Fair.
they're like, we have soon it reach optimal temperature, we gotta turn this
We gotta
car
cut
off.
that shit. She's going over.
Cut it. Yeah, because he's gonna ramp off. He's gonna run off the rails, right?
But
Trump's been lying. I don't know what he's lying about. I didn't really care. I just wanted to see his responses, and people saying all Trump doesn't have to do is just try not to be a super dick.
yeah, you got to be a little bit humble.
Have some,
Yeah.
be cordial.
Because
Right?
at the end of the day, you've lost at this point. Like you're coming up to this having lost. People wanted you out at one point. Regardless, they may have thought back on those and said, maybe I want it this way this time. But
Okay, good. Back to what you were saying.
yeah,
When you're like, why are people still having this discussion of whether or not he's going to win? You're just saying that he lost. Up in this point, he lost.
yeah.
So, are you saying it was iffy up until this point? So it's now, what was it, 60? What was it, 60-40 before? Was it six? Was it, you know what I mean? And what compared to,
Well, yeah, it slowly leans the other way as you go on with time. But man, I got to feel like in the beginning, from Biden stepping in, that shit was almost landslide. That was almost like an 80-20. And it was just
you
like
already were like, yo, it's a wrap.
Trump supporters were almost like packed back into the closet. There
Yeah.
was it was almost there. There were still a lot of people that were super outspoken, but they were almost hushed, like almost entirely.
Interesting,
An
Craig. That's a
extinct
good,
race, you
yeah,
know?
that's racist trigger warning.
But now
We're
feels
allies of Trumpers, are we? No.
now it feels like those people aren't even the voice anymore. These
You
guys
don't
are
hear
over
them.
the top. The whole storm the Capitol, those dudes, they're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, we told y'all. And everyone else is like looking into the facts and being like, well, shit. This guy handled the pandemic and did XYZ. This guy did XYZ. Maybe I'm a rock. Maybe this is the.
So Craig is voting Trump. You heard it here
Can
first.
we not get another
That's
candidate for
I
fuck's
don't know
sake?
what the switch out is. I saw today on the news.
There's no way,
The
bro.
White House was like, "Yo, he is committed.
Yo, there's no way, dog.
He is committed."
Bro, I'm just thinking like how out of everybody, because okay, now this is probably where I'm gonna butcher this part of the segment. It's like
Okay.
there's a huge race leading up to the final few, meaning like anyone can run. We all know you got your Joe Schmoes and who's of who's and all these people can put their
Yeah.
name in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're telling me through X amount, probably hundreds of candidates, that we really ended up with this all over again. Like there's no third option. Nobody's looking
Yeah. That's
anywhere
true.
else.
Yeah.
That to me, man, I got the segue set up, but if there's anything else you'd like to say before my closing statements of this debate.
Um. What? As a debate lord, a lot of people are saying, "Hey, it's not funny,
It
right?
shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be
It's
funny."
memes. It's fucking memes,
But then
man.
you're like, "Yo, this is entertainment
That's what
now.
gets people paying
It's
attention.
sports election entertainment."
Bro, okay, sir, Mr. President and Mr. President-elect, your audience has a 30-second time span because of fucking TikTok and whatnot, so you might
Yes.
want to get to the point.
Craig, you
This
be
is this
dropping
whole
gems.
reel, bro.
So maybe that's a part of it too. You're
Big
thinking
time.
people are not what?
I need that right.
Just clip them to
I
death.
need it right here, bro.
Just clip me to
That's
death.
it. Reel
Okay,
me, clip me the
okay.
whole bit, bro.
Craig with the gems. Craig,
Hold up, hold up, hold up. No.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I feel sorry for them though
I'm gonna let you
because
finish.
yeah. Pause. I feel bad. I feel bad. Happy 4th of July, by the way.
Oh, it is too. Wow.
So
Shout out to all our folks across the
right.
border, eh?
Yeah, we had ours last week.
It was great.
Right? Yeah, I
I
cooked
was
up.
fucked up and
Yeah,
passed out drunk. I drank
see?
too much champagne. I was out by like
Attaboy.
5, bro. Those
proud.
fireworks were probably awesome.
Yo, out of 5 is good.
I was gone.
It was good.
It's in the
You deserve
backyard.
it. You deserve it.
Rumor has it the cork is still out there to this day.
Just
I popped that
reminiscing.
champagne. We had the champagne from New Year's 2
Your
years ago.
cork has some Ray-Bans on it, just sitting on it with a dart. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Anyway, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the folks, man, because it's hard to see. I miss real elections,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
I
Where
get
it's
what you mean.
like, yo, these guys got great policies. I miss that, but I think maybe this was always there. Just the time has changed, and we've gotten older, and we can see more and understand more about
Oh,
the
100%.
political landscape.
100%. I'm coming at it with the full haters perspective.
Yeah,
Full on haters perspective. And it's not even a back in my day perspective. It's just like a what the fuck happened, bro? I felt like I just missed it all maybe. But I think that the worst part is you have a president. You have a running candidate who once wanted to nuke a hurricane. He wanted to nuke a hurricane.
is that
Is that who you want, Zane?
hold on, but is that
No, I don't care.
Is that
You could cut my taxes in half. You could increase my education. You could anything you could think of. And the motherfucker says, "Yo, let's nuke a hurricane. Maybe this is the best
Now-
option. You want me? You want me to do it? He'll press that button.
Craig,
That's how you know he'll ride for you."
considering a hurricane is fucking up the Caribbean right
That
now?
was my segue. That was my
I
segue.
know. I'm here with you, Craig.
Sorry, I know that didn't go over your head.
Yeah, you just told
For
everybody.
the listeners out there,
we've been 69 episodes. We're working on it. Okay.
we had a while to work on this.
Yeah, we're setting up real good. Hurricane Beryl, which hurricanes with the worst names are the ones with the damage.
Yeah.
Right. Hurricane Gilbert, Maso of Jamaica. Right. So they made a song about that. It started out in the Caribbean on Sunday. It tore through Grenada, St. Vincent, Barbados. Now it's making its way to Mexico. It also hit Jamaica this week. Did a lot of damage.
Heavy. I heard that islands are like devastated.
It's
from
pretty
this.
bad.
Smaller islands is what
Yeah.
I heard are like really, really feeling the effects.
We haven't heard anything from my wife's family on her island
Oh
because
no.
they're not on the main island. They're
So
on
they
the
don't have
smaller
that
chi-
direct line.
Yeah,
It's like you might find out in a couple days kind of thing because all the service is knocked
And
out, everything's all smashed
that's
up.
the weird thing about building a house on a tropical paradise. It's you're also pretty much on your own. So a lot
secluded.
of people are just being like, you might just have to leave
And prayers go out
until
to
the
anyone out
government
there.
decides to come down and up because just a lot of roofs are blown off, a
Yeah.
lot of beachfront places are messed up. It's really rough. I've seen it what it done to Grenada, I've seen it what it done to Jamaica.
But the death toll is very small.
very
right
small.
now,
it's
which I
very
was like,
small.
that's a
right?
huge positive
It's very
takeaway
small.
from this. So When I first heard the news, I already assumed the worst, but
Historically, hurricanes' death tolls are usually pretty small
true.
because it's the one thing where you get ample warning.
So you're prepared, but
You're
also in
prepared.
some cases, what else are
Yeah.
you gonna do?
Not people, no people not on road.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's only is gonna be the freak accidents of things to happen that people will get injured. So
that's true.
thoughts and prayers. I'm looking for whatever charities that we can
Send
get
something
set up,
back
right?
and
And the problem is it's our carnival season, Craig. Carnival Monday
oh
and Tuesday.
yeah,
This is our carnival week. Carnival is canceled.
really
Think about that. The biggest
that's
event and my nation's year, every year,
canceled
doesn't happen.
and everywhere, all
Yeah.
throughout the islands pretty
Well,
much,
whoever
eh?
was having events too, their events are messed up. But a lot of those people from were coming to St. Vincent to have carnival, the wet fets, the pumpings, all these big events. Already artists already booked. You know what I mean? You're pretty much on the plane. Some of these artists are already in town.
Damn, and this shit just hits just
Right now, the
epic
promoters talking about
proportions.
refunds, and I see a couple of videos of my boys out in the bars and see people partying. Like it's like we have that resilience. We did with a volcano a couple years ago.
Yeah,
So they, Vince,
I don't want to downplay it, but it's like you have like a blackout or you have like a certain event where there's still like daily activities going on,
yeah,
but obviously everyone understands the impact that this has.
yes,
But it's a time where if the celebration's ongoing,
yeah. Some people they still run with it.
it ties
It
into it.
ties in.
You know
Some
what
they're
I
still
mean? I
trying to
was
figure
there
out
for the hurricane.
how they can move. Yeah, there's a weird thing that goes on, which I hear my cousins they talk about, even us too. Where it's like they want a trauma bond over the
I
experience.
get that.
We were here, the volcano exploded, and we're like, yo, we wish you were
I
there. To
get
do
that.
what? Add more burden to the straight to the system. I
Yo,
could have helped out because we did help out. We did a big drive, like to have stuff get sent home and stuff like that. But
man, I heard that
mm,
there's doing a lot of search and rescue slash a lot of people are like they're looking for larger boats that can communicate, people with better infrastructure to kind
yeah,
of spread the word, make sure everybody's good,
yes,
start to not rebuild, but start to make sure everybody's accounted for and start to like really survey the damage and
yeah. My cousin mentioned something of a cow on a like in a power line.
a cow in a power
A
line.
cow, because a lot of people were saying it was so bad it felt more like a tornado than a hurricane.
Really?
Yeah, so just to and
Holy.
he's like, "Yo, I thought it was chat. He thought it was fake. It's
Yeah.
AI." And I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, our people are not like trying to do AI photos of the hurricane, right? But then he got multiple photos of like the cow in
In
the
the
power
power line.
lines, and I'm just scratching.
Gee.
Yeah, so it just showed how intense it was, right? So I count your lucky stars. I'm happy to a lot like you said, the death toll is low.
Yeah, prayers
A
out
lot of
there to
people,
anyone's going through it though.
yeah, so people got to deal with their roofs and
Yeah,
stuff like
big
that, and
rebuild. It's a lot of
insurance,
bringing it back to normal.
right? My house is fine, and God, I didn't hear from my dad yet. His house should be fine. He has the best roof on the island, I
Good,
think.
good.
So, yeah, thoughts
The
and prayers for
best
everybody
roof
there.
in the island.
No, I'm pretty mad. I get so upset. I go in and I don't. I've never been to a house where I'm looking at the roof and it feels like it's an accessory to the house.
This guy's like, make sure the roof is on point.
It's just looking at it like it's nice. I can look at the roof. I want to look at the roof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
I wanted to talk a little bit, Craig, about the fact of our side of the fence.
yeah,
Homegrown Justin Trudeau. They're saying he's losing a lot of footing in
mhm.
regards to him recently losing his
There's a
party
riding in
losing.
Saint
Yeah.
something,
Same Samamahu.
Saint Samamahu,
Yeah.
that had held the liberal vote for like 30 years or maybe
Stronghold.
strong. These guys
Mm,
leaning left, son,
mm.
rolling deep, and they lost. And
Yes.
now this was in a lower riding. This was like a local one, but
Yes,
they
but
finally
they made a lot of the incumbents,
they lost their
the
seat.
pundits,
Yeah,
saying that hey, this is always a guaranteed big piece of the cake for them. So the fact that they lose this is definitely a I'm trying to use a political moment here, watershed moment. Check me out.
I think that it's the proofs in the pudding. It's just like if you have these warning signs coming up and you choose to ignore them, like there are subtle signs that you're heading the wrong direction, and there are super oblivious red flags that are just screaming that something's about to go down. That being one of them, man. If you hold a riding for 30 years, people have gone with good, bad, and ugly. People have
Yeah,
rocked with your decisions, not agreed with every single one of them, but said, you know what? At the end of the day, I know this is heading down the right path. And when they start having doubts and when they start having second thoughts and they don't feel like that's the best fit for them, you done fucked up,
yeah, that's true.
right? Even though it's a small sample size in the big picture, not looking so good
So you're
there.
saying it's a wrap for your boy Trudeau?
I mean, man, he's got a life after this. You know, I'm sure he could do some reality TV or some shit. I'm sure
It'd
there's
be
a life.
sick if Sophie shows up and runs against him.
Yeah. It's like Trudeau gets cucked, episode one.
Actually, we're doing it. Excuse me. We're doing it. His birthday next. My bad. We could do it a female premier prime minister.
I don't want
Okay.
this is gonna sound bad.
Sorry, we're gonna do this.
No,
Craig.
right? This is gonna
Sorry,
sound
Craig.
bad. I don't want Canada to be
Pandering.
no, just the first in North America, I guess I would say. I sooner want the States to hold that one. And then it's
We
like,
just
okay,
talked
let's
about
tighten
how
up.
they burnt the toast.
I'm not saying there's an issue with it because truthfully, there's so many moving parts into that that, you know, this is a face, right? I've always said that is that the prime minister or president is the face that addresses the public, but you can't run a country on your own. It takes you have all these people in all types of
Yeah,
shit
but a
going
lot
on.
of a lot of the other promises are like, yo, you need to go home.
I just feel like right now, as it currently stands, the whole female president slash prime minister thing is like a progressive move. And I feel like, again, that's like a meme kind of cringy thing, in my opinion,
Okay,
where it's
I can
like, I
understand what
don't
you're
feel
saying.
like it would be
Yeah,
respectful.
let me mad at Craig. I get where he's coming from. It's
Yeah.
like
Like,
if it does happen, it'll be pandering
and then it's like, oh, you
rather
chose
than
because they were
we,
a female and
yeah,
it was the
yeah,
first.
and
And
it's
like,
like,
I don't
yo,
want to do that.
I don't want to hear that. I
Yeah.
want to hear the person. I
They
think
deserve it, right?
now my biggest vote for that and my crush, Bonnie Crombie, would be
Ooh.
yeah, she would definitely be my vote for premier. I get it, these are all rich people and they own stuff, but yeah, guess what? That's just how everything goes.
Yeah, it's not to say they can't do it, man. By all means, I feel like that's a total equal rights discussion at this point. I mean, dude, it's been years and years and years. Like, females have the same equivalent to males when it comes to these
Yeah.
spaces. 100%. There's nothing, there's no capability, there's no reach, there's no attitude or emotion. There's nothing. Like, they could totally run the country. But I
Yeah.
feel like being the first overshadows so much of what you're trying to accomplish. That is a problem
Ooh.
to me.
So you're saying the second black president would be more iller?
Oh, I don't even know.
Craig, what? I'm trying to roll.
I don't
You're
even
back.
know.
I'm trying to prove your point here, and
Uh,
you're shooting yourself in the foot
no,
here.
no, no, because like, nah, because yo,
Got him.
it shouldn't have been a race thing to begin with.
No, but was it?
It wasn't. Was it to you?
Was it? I don't know. Some dude told me Happy Juneteenth the other day, and I was just like, cool. I don't. But
Like
when he
someone
said
saying
it,
Happy
like,
Canada Day to
no,
me. I'm
but
like,
when he said it, you can see he felt good, like because with the other white dude around me, he's like, yeah,
they can't be iller, bro. Barack was such a fucking poster child.
Oh, okay, that's different. Your argument is because we hit such a high bar,
Barack was like,
who are you gonna get?
yeah,
Denzel?
Denzel would be Morgan.
Okay, I
Freeman.
got you. I
Morgan
got you.
Freeman.
Yeah, I got you. I thought it was just okay. I got you. You're saying the bar was set so high the first time.
Yeah,
We're good where we're at. Yeah.
it's hard to recapture that lightning in a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
We want some vibe though. We want some vibe. You see, you want the rock? I saw the rock selling hair products.
No. Oh my god. I'll buy it. You know why not? Yo, Dwayne, yo, hook us up. Hidden Six. Hit me up with a bottle of that Keeps or whatever the fuck that
Listen,
shit's
Craig, I
called.
need to laugh. I don't want to serious us out too much anymore on politics and all that shit, right? So I'm gonna throw a curveball at you,
Do it.
okay?
Let's go. Let's go. Wait. If I'm the Blue Jays,
No,
listen, this
no, we're not staying there. We're not staying there. We're not staying there. Okay,
okay.
ready?
Okay.
Whenever I'm using a public washroom, right? I notice that other people really treat it like it's their washroom,
Go
right?
on.
So when when I sit down, Craig, there's time. Know what I do? I walk with headphones now.
Okay.
There's been quite a couple of occasions where you can hear the unpuckering.
Wait. Okay. I get you. It's like a quiet space, but also not. It seems to be the loudest when you don't want it to
I'm
be.
very meek when I'm taking my
Like that's
when I'm
your stall
yeah
for
when
those
I'm
10
taking a dump.
minutes.
I'm taking a dump. I'm very meek with my I'm like, oops,
That's your stall, you know? But
right?
nothing ever
But
echoed so loud.
to hear the aggressive unpucker and the the it's just like, come
But
on,
wait, if you have the
guys.
headphones in, how are you hearing this?
No, but that's the problem. I've had headphones on me, and
Yeah.
that's where it's like, oh, time to headphone up. There's gonna
Everyone
be a
respect
there's gonna
everybody.
be a scream fest. Yeah, you and because the toilet bowl is very acoustic, right? So you can hear
It's always
every
like
bro, the
the
unpuckering break.
start. The start is always like the rough part for
I
anybody,
get
man.
so mad.
And then you start like judging the other person because you're like, yo, it's about to be a really
What do you
shitty
do?
day.
You come out and you kind of stare over that
You know, like you
direction.
wash your hands.
Just be like, yeah.
Yo, man,
I,
drop the bomb.
I'm just saying, guys. Courtesy flush,
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I like
right?
the courtesy flush.
That flush halfway through,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, water's whatever, but courtesy flush. So you want to make it as approachable for you when you're coming back in the next time,
do you ever
right?
think like, am I normal when you're hearing the sound and you're like, yo, is that what it's supposed to be like?
No, no. Well, no. Like I said, I'm meek with mine. I can do that,
Yeah, I'm
but
rarely
if
violently
is
shitting in this public
when
stall.
I hear, listen, nobody ever controls what you're eating,
I've only
stuff like
had one
you could
time.
get the baka baka baka. You could get there's about five different soundtracks to
True,
this, right?
true.
None of them are flattering. You rather the steady toothpaste stream that's you looks like the diet's healthy. You're good. Yeah, we're doing this. Yeah, we're doing this. We're old. You gotta talk about your diet. You've all stared at your poop and be like,
Oh
okay, cool.
god.
That's not so bad,
Oh
right?
man.
So when, like I said, I'm very meek with mine. I am conscious that the person next door can hear everything.
100%.
So I'm more tactical in how I move,
Okay.
just to say that,
Okay.
right? So shout out to everybody who just let it like
Crushes it.
crush it, just
That's
and
like
it's almost like I'm backed up in the corner, like
like
it's gonna get me.
damn. And then you feel like, yo, should everything all right in there?
I don't even care. I'm just mad because I don't want to hear it. And that's where the headphones come in. Where you're like, man, I gotta hear. I feel it breaks such a barrier. Craig, I'm listening to your sphincter contract. It's
I'm trying to not.
yeah. It's
No, I'm trying to like not let that thought. That's
what's
an
like,
intrusive thought.
brother?
That got to stay out. That's got to stay out because when you think of that, you'll never unthink it.
Yeah, and especially if I see you,
I gotta
right?
mentally
And you're
block
like,
that.
yo, what's up, Ozzy? You're like talking to me, washing your hand.
You're like,
And I'm like, yeah,
man, that
that's
was
too.
violent.
It's too much for me. It's too much for me. Okay. Another thing that's too much for me, Rick Ross.
It's getting to that point.
I'm sick of Rick Ross now.
He wants to be a public figure so bad. But again, we have to pay homage to, the hustling era, the MMG.
Craig,
You weren't big on the wave?
I was big on the wave,
The boss
but
movement.
now you're getting in such a silly mode.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that Dade County. I'm not feeling that vibe anymore.
Because I feel like it's not a boss mode, it's an entrepreneur mode. And that seems to be a little more like annoying to me.
With his antics,
Yeah.
just with the posting of the videos, the trolling.
Like when you're a boss, there's like a certain amount of pride because you're like, yo, in this case here, you're like, I came from nothing. I've put people on. I have a stand-up dude. And you're like, yo, I respect all of those things. He did all that. But when you're an entrepreneur, you're almost like, I can do whatever I want and I can do no
Yeah.
wrong.
I guess it's just
Check out my farm and
for
fucking da 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 da.
bro. Since this whole now here's a problem. I'm getting to a part now where I'm hating the beef because the aftertaste. It's like okay, guys, we get it. It was a moment. Can we move on now?
I've heard the wildest takes from like
I don't want to see the more fucking videos of it hitting off at a barbecue.
the next C-list celebrity to be like, this changed the culture. Get the fuck out of here.
How many third diss track song clips have you seen or heard? I'm sick of it now.
I'm with that. It's
Yeah,
wash, bro.
I'm sick of hearing, oh, so and so played it in the club here.
I had this debate
Oh,
too, man.
oh
and
my
it kills me every
God.
time because it's, you know what? the smart tactic of all this is it's a never-ending debate. It's like there's no right and no wrong, and that's like the hardest part.
We're losing the that sweet moment.
Culture's got it, man. Culture's got it in the headlock hard. They're not ready
It's
to. They're
noogie in the head of
noogieing the
it.
fuck out
You
of that
don't
beef.
listen. If you noogie me every time we meet,
It's a prop.
it's stressful.
Don't
Okay,
Debo me like that.
I'm in a suit. I'm on the beach. We're at barbecues. You're just like
Okay, but for Ross, like he's had many ups and downs, right? So 50, for instance, is like a career killer. 50 is a dude you don't go up against because you usually don't come back and have a story to tell afterwards.
He's a
He did
menace.
that though. Ross did that. Let's give
Yeah,
him his flowers for that, right?
yeah.
Agreed. Now, he got a little big headed at the end of the day. He had his wave, he had his little vibe, you know? But I feel like now it's not a cry to be relevant because I don't think that's what he does it
I
for.
think he likes attention, bro. And this is the only thing he can is what he's only gets to go back to his hustler motivational morning eating out of a gold bowl.
Right.
That's it.
Not
That is
hustler,
it.
entrepreneur.
Okay, sorry, Craig.
Telling you, if you look at it that way, you're gonna be like, there's a smugness to it that I don't like. I don't like how he's doing this,
That moonwalk was terrible.
bro. Like, and you don't need to be like a IG celebrity. You don't need to be like a public figure or like an influencer. It's like, yo, you're Rick Ross, bro. Like, take it and go on. You know what I mean? Like,
So you had to come to BC.
he came to Canada for a show.
I guess.
Was he performing? No,
I No, he probably was. Yeah,
maybe.
if
Yeah.
that's the end of the set, I think he played at the end of his set. He was walking off, and then of course, people like, "Yo, chill out."
People
You're not
start because he played Not Like Us when he was ending his
Yeah.
set, and then the crowd, I guess people closer to the front started, hyping up and bigging
No,
up.
people went there. Listen, guys, people go to events with the intention to do something.
To start some shit.
You know Rick Ross is gonna play this song.
You know that security got fired.
Nah, you set me up.
Maybe.
You set me up.
You know that venue security got fucking tossed for
You
that
set
one.
me up. You poked the hornet's nest, and then I'm supposed to.
But why, as Rick Ross, do you approach said heckler in the crowd? What hit the nerve hard enough where you're like, you in the crowd in Canada, like,
Entrepreneurial.
this guy gets it. He gets it. He said, you know what?
I'm
Gotta
a
change this
mogul.
man's mindset. I'm a fucking
I'm a mogul.
I'm a
I'm a
mogul.
bless you, son. You're not an owner.
Say, I'm gonna humble you real quick.
I have lawn staff, but I cut my own lawn. I'm still scratching my head at that. I was like, wait, what?
Why? I mean, if you want to trim the hedges like that, sure, but like they
Yeah.
make it look a lot nicer.
Maybe he likes it a certain way.
Oh
It's better.
my
It's like
God.
let me do it. So all in all,
So he
Rick
gets
Ross.
punched. He gets
Yeah.
the little tussle ensues, and Rick Ross gets punched. Everybody escapes unscathed, and then it's a whole like, yeah, you got me, but you didn't get me that time. And other homeboys like, yo, don't fucking play that shit in Canada. And then like all of the U.S. is like, someone said this was the best roundup of it. They said Canada is like America's hat.
Up top.
And I was like, shit, I kind of get it. Like,
We're an accessory.
where the J's
Ow.
fitted on top, you know what I mean?
That's rough.
Of Black Air Force
We'll take
energy,
it. I'll
son.
take it.
Of
We'll
Black
take
Air
it.
Force energy.
You got to
don't
think
forget
about it before you walk out.
But
With
I
or
thought that was
without.
so funny the way
With
they
or
said.
without, right?
That was also how it was posted towards something we're also going to touch base on, which is the violence and ongoing whatnot. So yeah, the beef. I'm over it too, Zane. I agree. I'm over this whole beef. I almost don't care what either party does at this point. I'm like not excited for Drake projects. I'm not excited for any Kendrick. Kind of hope that they both just
Go back to
somehow,
their corner.
yeah, somehow ease back.
Drake's
into the
been
game.
draking.
Yeah.
You got a somebody Kabivel.
Oh, what the model thing?
Kabebo. What's her name?
Some model talking about
She was a singer. She's a singer.
talking
So
about some zesty activities.
that was it.
Is that the right one?
No, that's not the right one.
He's got a lot of allegations flying. It's hard to keep track.
Oh, it's not allegation. Oh my God, Craig. Craig's kicking Drake's back. Yeah, see, that's why we can't talk about Drake anymore on the show. Yeah, it's
still
not
talk
fun.
about
It's
it.
not fun anymore. It's not funny. It's like kicking a dead horse, burying it up and kicking it again.
It's
just
worth
like,
us giving the attention to.
that's true. You know what? They need our opinion on it
Yeah.
because we're the closest thing to Drake. They're not the closest to Drake.
I'd love to debate
up
like
the
an
road.
actual LA native on this. Like a good hip hop grounded, not like push a fact down your fucking,
What did Chelsea White said? And nobody on that Kendrick stage, people are gonna buy the albums.
Facts.
He's like,
Facts.
don't nobody know who those people are. Who
He makes a point.
the niggas on the stage?
I hate
Tell
to
me, you
agree with
can't
him,
name
but
one of them on the
I
stage.
hate to agree with
Just
him,
a
but
ball player.
yeah, yeah. Talk about the culture, man. The culture
Yeah.
ain't gonna do nothing for you at the end of the day, buddy.
It is what it is. Our gun culture here it seems to be thriving. Our city is hot with shootings of just all 14-year-olds shooting the place up.
They've kind of caught the meta, which is like get the YO charge, back out at 18, back to run amok in the society, bro.
Craig, you're giving me the things that I
It's
already
a
know, but
meta though.
it's
That's
like,
like a
yeah,
gang. That's like
you're
gang
gonna get, you
101,
can
man.
while out now because your charge is gonna be lesser. You can get away with the minor charge for shooting four
But
people.
meanwhile, you can't take back what you did, and you're gonna when you develop, you're gonna regret that shit a lot of
That's
times, man. Yeah, but that's the gang
crazy.
meta. That's
Yo,
gang
Craig, you've been
101,
in the
bro.
streets, eh?
I mean, I've seen enough movies. I'll tell you that much. I know how that shit
Not a
works.
laughing matter, but hey,
Uh,
that's how we cope. I think anybody that's running for any office, any kind of political, should attack violence as a big thing, and the rats.
it's a tough one, man.
It should really address that because what I don't know how you address it. Listen, a guy that's worked in the community and done a lot of community orientated things, they pander to us with the community services,
Mhm.
as in, hey, let the people in the community fix their problem. Like they'll say, hey, we'll give you the money to facilitate a space in
Why
a
don't you
community.
build a gym?
Yeah, community center,
Right,
right?
right. And then we're gonna
Now,
put a fence right in front and one walkway so no one can fucking run.
not everybody can get through here.
Everybody can
Yeah,
just go one way.
right?
And we'll put some mandem right at the front of said gate.
Trap, 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 trap. So it's just the fact of n- when I think about it, giving the community the what's the word? Where you might think is the tools to make their community better. I think it's limited in scope because we're limited in scope. You know what I'm saying? We can't change laws. We can tell you, hey, it's because the poverty rate, right? We're living in poverty. It's kind of hard for us to see outside of poverty. You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of hard for us to see. It's like the person in the house with the house on fire. Well, you're here when the house is on fire, so you should know where to start to put the fire out. But they're firefighters who specialize in the science of shit burning,
ooh, that's a good way to put it.
right? Where we live it, right? We can stand the hurricane and know how to batten down the hatches, but we need foresight. We need a grander scheme. We need more help on a it's hard to on a big brain level,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
To
trying to.
solve some of these things, right? Systemic violence, systemic poverty, systemic racism within policing and stuff like that.
Do you not feel like some of this whole, like some of the shooting and some of the stuff that this, I guess the crime that's going on though is a lot more spontaneous in some ways?
No, the ones that I've seen, from what I've seen, it's business shootings.
True, true.
It's people getting scammed. A lot of them when you hear it, I know it sounds racist as fuck, but I listen to the names and listen to the places they're from, whether they know each other, male or female,
Yeah,
business associate, especially when there's more than one.
yeah.
The shooting on the with the at the soccer field with the guys just chilling where they
When
always
the
play the.
four of them got
I
hit.
got lots of friends that do that where they
Yeah,
have a specific park where you just go. It's like when guys will play
it's
shinny
like pickup.
somewhere.
You just
Yeah,
know that if you walk
where
there,
no
someone's
matter
gonna be
what,
playing.
every Sunday,
Yeah, someone's gonna be rocking.
so you're like, yo, you're gonna reach? Yeah,
Yeah,
me and Derek are here. Okay, good. I'm gonna reach down. We always and then you have barbecues. You become a family. There's always drinks.
right.
This become our thing that we do every Sunday at this time, right?
Yeah,
Little house league if need be, right?
yeah.
It just might be the one kid that's always some dude talk to him a zesty way he didn't like that. And he know where he's at. He knows where he's at.
And he's pulling up.
He's pulling up and he's
He's gonna
doing
make a
it, right?
statement.
So, and like you said, it goes back to the laws, right? Maybe we do need more aggressive laws because you know what? You can't be shooting up the place and expect to come back out and live a normal life. I'm sorry. I call it life tax.
It's true.
Laws are one thing, but the cosmic fabric of just you fucking around and find out,
It's coming back.
it's gonna come back.
It's coming
So,
back more times than not, man.
are you for lowering like just changing the laws on minors?
I don't think it comes down to that. I think that like I said, since they're not fully developed a lot of times, don't get me wrong, people know what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Of course they do. But the gravity of what they're doing doesn't hit. You know, for me, I didn't smarten the fuck up till I was like late 20s. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
took
yeah.
so long to think back on certain things and how I could have handled them and how I
Yeah.
should have. And even now, in certain situations, I probably don't handle them the way I should be, even at my age. You know what I mean?
True.
So I don't think that's the punishment on the minor will work 10 out of 10 times. Will it work in certain circumstances? 100% because you've taken the problem out of the equation
Yeah.
altogether. But prison has always been the goal, at least as far as I understand it, has always been reform, has always been introducing back into society and that kind of thing. So if that's the direction that we're going, you can't really do that. You can't take extra time off this kid, off this youth's life, and then expect him to come back and somehow just want to change or just
A
want to live
lot of
a
these
normal
people are
life.
repeat offenders.
You know,
A
like,
lot of people violent are repeat
yeah,
offenders,
like there's
right?
got to be something worked into there where things like that or repeat and whatnot. Yeah, there are definitely room for harsher penalties for there, but straight up, you know,
Are you for the death penalty?
yeah, eye
Craig,
for an eye, bro, 100%.
Craig's like, yo, I kill a man.
Yo, eye for an eye, bro. I'm telling you. Look, I don't pray no I don't pray this on nobody, but under the circumstances where most people are serving a death penalty, like if you're a surviving family member, if you're surviving anything, bro, how could you want this guy's locked up eating 3 meals a day, this, that, and the third, man? Nah, bro, that's not me. I can't do that. If I knew that this was a one and done situation and I didn't have to take it out that myself,
Yeah.
I would go that route.
Craig, you should run for prime minister. You're very common sense, man.
I feel like Toronto West would be on fire if I did. Yo, Toronto West would be like,
Now
yo,
you hold
who
it
the fuck this
down.
guy just come
Yo,
through?
once you have the Osmos guy, the mascot in the background, everybody's like, yo, he's a man on road.
Also not a deterrent.
Yeah, he's a man on road.
Shit.
Yeah, and I'm kind of mad at those most dangerous I always feel away when I watch those most dangerous place in Toronto. Little videos online and shit cuz I'm like, yo, I'll be there. Y'all chill out.
It's not that bad.
It's chill out. Everybody chill out. Have
It's
some
like you go
respect, okay?
anywhere you look for trouble, bro, you're gonna find it, right?
Mhm, mhm,
So
mhm,
that's a tough
mhm.
one, man. That's a very big question to ask. So I don't think that that's the reform that we're looking for, but I like what you said about the community given the opportunity to fix the
But
community,
just
but
not
maybe that's
having
not the way
they're
to
not
do it.
having
That is
all the
actually a good way of looking
faculties
at
to
it.
do it. Yeah, because Craig, I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
I've seen 1,000, even when they show it on TV. Oh, this is a community center where kids were talking about their, and you can see the frustration in the kids' faces. And I
Be like,
had
yo, I'm
that
right here.
frustration on those same round table
Yeah. Be like,
discussions.
yo, I'm right here while you talking about
Yeah,
yeah,
and you
like
see, and it's just, it's almost like pandering to the culture.
yeah, you're setting it up to be
Yo,
like,
oh,
this is why
you
we're
guys
not
want
having
you
it.
want money to facilitate some people coming and talking about their shit for the day?
Yeah.
But where do we show results?
True.
And okay, as it results in, okay, Craig and Zane comes in and it gives them some life skills where they can, okay, cool, but that we need higher shooting average. Whatever. Sorry,
I get
pardon
what
me.
you mean. I get what you mean.
Damn.
It's all right.
That wasn't it. Craig, listen, we're almost out here. Before we leave, a last thing I have to say, we're such a fickle society. I was surprised to see this, what's the Hawk 2 girl take the world over by
Please,
storm.
please get her far, far away from society. Bro, come on. Why? My
Right?
girl told me apparently she was already like viral on TikTok before all this popped.
She's a plant.
Apparently this video existed for a while before this all went, but bro, no. I can't do it, man.
It's
That
a
that
wrap.
that Hawk 2ish, like that's so stupid,
It's
man.
a wrap,
Yeah,
guys.
please guys do not feed into that shit, man.
Yeah, it's I saw where she's
Oh
like,
my
listen, I don't
god.
have any merch. People already make merch. She's
What
gonna
the
do,
fuck?
yeah,
Like,
she's
what did
gonna
she
make money.
do?
That's what
That's the dumbest shit ever, bro. And it's not even fucking funny at the end
I
of the day.
think
It's worth a little chuckle and nothing more.
that's a measure of
That's the
where
attention span. It's
where
just
we've
like, yo,
gotten.
run with
Yeah,
it. You know what
back
I
to the
mean?
president's election, dude.
How
Only
many
30
Saudi
second.
interviews we watched where I've heard a million and one different things, and most of them not funny, and that one's definitely
It's
not up
funny.
there.
It's like an inspirational quote
Like,
when you get
yo,
that.
all of a sudden, housewives everywhere rejoice. Like, like what?
Granted, I'm not against what she stands for.
There has to
I
be
don't
that.
think you're against what she stands for
Fine, you got
either.
me. You got
I
me.
think that's why maybe you're looking past why she didn't get why she got viral because everybody was like, ain't that the truth?
The 3 raccoons in a trench coat inside of me just tells me that this is not cool. It tells me like, nah, bro.
And they're making the raccoon sounds. They're not trying to be people.
What's the big deal? Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I really hope that trend dies out super, super fast. I'm so upset that that came to light. I don't know. I feel like we hit a new low with that. Did it not?
Then I saw her Shaq ran out. He did like a little
Oh,
thing
fuck.
with her where he's like in her face. And I'm like, what's
No.
going on here? But
What?
hey, listen, man, Craig, you need a viral moment. That's what you're missing out.
I guess,
You're missing
clearly.
out.
I don't know, man.
You need to be a plant.
I can't picture me in a social media setting, man. I really can't.
Trust me, I know.
Even, yeah, even the podcast concept.
Trust me, I know.
I thought
I'm
it'd be
like,
like,
Craig, how about this? Like,
right? I think about beyond podcasting, and it's like, I don't know, man. I
it's
don't know
like,
how I'd handle it if I was in that situation, you know? And it's like,
must I?
I just feel like you're like not allowed to necessarily live by your standards anymore, and things do change. You have
You're
to
saying that
adapt.
you lose more control of your own
I feel like for
identity.
us and what we're accomplishing is that if we approach this with a certain view where like if you approached it like a job, you
It
know what I
becomes more
mean?
tedious.
Well, it becomes tedious, but it allows you to kind of like, okay, we know what we're going to talk about. We know what areas we're not going to
Yeah,
touch
yeah,
base on. But that's not out from the heart. Because we'll say some good shit, we'll say some dumb shit, we'll say stuff that people don't agree with. But at the end of the day, I still feel like even though I put this through this mic and it will be there for years to come, and I can and will be judged
yeah.
at some point in my life, I still own it. I
That's
still
true.
own it. You know what I mean? So the fame that comes afterwards, you know, obviously I'd be willing to find out. I'm sure you know that. We already set our number. We ready to sell out. Don't worry. But yeah, I think that would be a very weird thing.
So, so what would be the male version of Hawk 2?
The male version. Ah, the male version of Hawk Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
Food for thought, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Yeah,
my
food for
God.
thought, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you set you guys
You
homework. Come
know,
back to us next week and
you
tell us what will be the male equivalent. So if that question was to a male, to a guy, what would be his response? And then we'll figure it out, right?
good point.
What was my thing? Foot in our face.
Put in a face?
It's
What?
it's a position.
I kind of get where it's going. I kind of can picture it in my head. Oh my God. Listen, everybody out there,
Like how nasty is she? Foot in our face. You know?
we've covered a lot of topics. All right. We've touched base on some new ones. We've touched base on some older ones. For those of you that don't know, LCBO is about to go on strike, so I won't get into the details of it, but it may
Yeah.
happen. You better stock up.
I think it's a trap,
I heard there's
but
a
I'm
plug out
falling
there.
for it. I'm falling for it. My plug be
I
plugging.
heard there's a plug out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
LeBron, you know, I am actually happy for once. The only thing I might be happy to see LeBron accomplish is to get to play with his son.
Yes.
There's a lot of shit going on with that. The man was picked 55th. Y'all need to chill out.
It's not nepotism, Craig.
Giannis has had a brother on the team for fucking like
Yeah,
5 years.
Giannis is not LeBron James.
They're in that sense, they're close to that.
You're saying he's allowed to make one call.
Giannis is the LeBron of Milwaukee. I'll tell you that right now.
Ugh.
Giannis has got more chips than LeBron in Milwaukee than LeBron in Lakers. So,
Okay.
but anyways, I digress. I'm saying that it's actually a huge moment for basketball, a huge moment for sports to have a
And probably for
father-son
him.
duo.
Let's not shit on that.
Huge for him, bro.
Okay, fine.
Huge, huge. And I'll leave it at that. We have anything else we're gonna touch base on? Not
No.
really.
I'm just happy that we got back to it.
I hope I survived this weekend. I can't wait to tell you all the tales of
I
the things
can't
I can
wait.
discuss.
I can't wait.
But no, we got a sick ass dinner planned out. Gonna hit up the casino. It's gonna feel pretty fucking gangster going there with the
I
boys.
wish you the best of luck.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Craig's gonna come back with a
I
bag.
hope that's the case, man.
Oh,
But you know what?
yeah.
We'll set the expectations low. If anything, I had a good time. Come back, get to chill with the homies, and live
Yes.
to tell the
Be
tale.
safe.
It's
Be
more than
safe.
enough for me. So,
Mm.
it's hot out there. Everybody, make sure that y'all taking cover. Get under some shade. Get you some hydration. Get you some quench. Prayers out there to the people in the islands. Hope that everything is getting better. We can start rebuilding. Y'all can follow us on all streaming platforms at the Hidden Six. Do not forget that's the Hidden Six. Tell it to you. Tell it to a friend. Tell it to Shime.
Yes, and subscribe so you can get updates of when new episodes come out. Because I be see you guys be eating up the old ones. I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, bro. It's always a pleasure having y'all seated around us. So, episode 69, Treyway, you know the whole deal, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.